Hello guys, welcome back to the Watch Addict channel. Today we are going to take a look at the Nezumi Baleine watch. This is the brushed version. It does come in a couple different versions, but it's a pretty cool diving watch, and here it is right in front of you. And let's jump right into it, guys. Now before getting started, customary wristwatch check. I am wearing my diving watch today. This is the Submariner 114060, the ceramic no-date Submariner. I thought I'd throw in a diving watch, considering we are reviewing one today. Alright guys, so here is the watch in the flesh, the Nezumi Studios Baleine brushed automatic diving watch, and quite a stunning looking piece. Now, I did speak to the owner, David, and I asked him a couple questions, and they don't homage watches. As you can see, this is definitely not a homage watch like a lot of the other micro brands out there. They basically take small hints here and there from other watch brands. As you might see, pretty much all I see is kind of, the lugs here kind of look a little like a Omega, like a Speedmaster or something of that nature. But it's pretty much its own thing, and it's a pretty nice looking watch that they put together here that they completely designed themselves. Now I want to run through the price, some basic specs and stuff like that. This watch sells for 415 euros if you're in Europe. If you're in the United States, which you probably are if you're watching this channel, that price would be $488. Now, some basic stuff about the watch. We are looking at a 40mm diameter, a pretty classic size for a diving watch here. In terms of thickness, we are looking at 14mm, which is really nice. It's the perfect size. Now, also, in terms of the lug-to-lug length, we are looking at 47mm here. Now, we do have a 60-click rotating unidirectional bezel. I'll demonstrate that in a little bit. In terms of the lug width, we are looking at a 20mm lug width here, which is quite nice on this vegetable-tanned genuine leather strap here. And in terms of some other stuff here, we do have a screw-down crown located at 3 o'clock. As you can see, it is signed with the Nezumi logo, which is quite nice. Now, we do have a coin-edged bezel, as you might have recognized by now. In terms of the crystal on this timepiece here, we do have a double-domed sapphire crystal here, which is also air-coated or anti-reflective. It does have a layer of anti-reflective coating, which is nice. Kind of when the light hits it, becomes a little more, easy to read. Especially when you're outside if it's a really sunny day. Now, we do also have a date aperture between the 4 and the 5 position. We do have loomed Arabic numerals 12, 3, 6, and 9, loomed markers, as well as loomed hands. A nice little Nezumi N there, as you can see on the balance on the seconds hand, which does sweep because this is an automatic timepiece. Now, the movement inside of this watch right here is the Seiko NH35, pretty typical. A lot of brands use this movement. It's reliable, it's accurate, plus 5-10 seconds a day max, I would say. This one, about 6 or 7 seconds plus a day I found over the course of the past week or so while testing it. Now, we do get 200 meters of water resistance, so it's definitely a capable diving watch. You can take this thing pretty deep. I mean, most people really don't go diving with diving watches, to be quite honest with, but if you really wanted to, you definitely can. Now the dial is quite simple. Nezumi below the 12, which is printed. We do have Baleine, which is printed, 200 meters, 660 feet. Kind of like a semi-patina look on this dial here. It's a matte black dial. And the date disc, it does match the dial. That's something that they did. I don't know how they did that, but that's something really nice. Not many watch brands are capable of doing that. Now, going back to the movement, the NH35, just in case you don't know, it's a 24 jeweled movement made by Seiko. Beats at 3 hertz, 21,600 vibrations per hour. Of course, we have hacking, hand winding, and it's a very reliable movement. It's not going to fail you. It's very reliable, guys. Now, the crown is screwed down. I'm going to go ahead and give it some power, get this thing going here. Very smooth winding experience. There we go, with the seconds hand is starting to sweep. There we go. First position is going to be your date change. There we go, nice quick set date. Very legible. The numbers fit in perfectly. Now, the final position is your hacking position or your time set position. As you see, I can precisely set the time now. The time set is very nice. There is some resistance there, and it's definitely quite easy to get where you want to be. As you can see, I'm jumping from one marker to the next. I'm going to go ahead and screw that back down. Now, we do have a screw down case back as well, with a nice deep, I should say raised, Nezumi logo here. Nezumi creating bonds, the nice N logo here. Completely brushed. As you can see, estate 11 or 2011, so they've been around since 2011. And as you can see from the back side, nice little white stitching here at the end of the strap. Very nice strap, I must say. Very soft, nice on the hands. Now, I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate the bezel action. Let's see what that's all about. Nice solid clicks here. I don't see much, you know, a little play, but nothing too major here. And as you see, it does line up perfectly. Some other stuff about this watch, well, if I didn't mention, of course, it's 316L stainless steel. The finishing, I really was surprised by the level of finishing on this piece. It looks really, really fine and, you know, well done. Nice lugs here that come down slightly over here. And if you take a closer look, guys, the finishing is really, really perfect and immaculate. I do like the finishing on this watch. As you can see, that nice dome on the crystal, beautiful coin-edged bezel, no mistakes there or anything. Raised pip above the 12 o'clock position, which is loomed as well. And I want to jump right into a loom shot right now, guys, and show you what it's all about. I'll be right back. Here we go with that loom shot. As you can see, the pip and the hands are a bit brighter than the Arabic numerals and the markers on the dial. And it does last quite a long time. It really stands out. I think it's definitely good enough, especially at this price point. Now also, guys, another thing that you may have the option to add on, I believe this is coming out pretty soon. This is their Jubilee bracelet, which has end-fitted links here, as you can see, to fit the case perfectly. And it's a pretty cool bracelet. You're going to be able to add this on, basically, when you purchase one of these watches. It's completely solid. Definitely better quality than something like the SKX Jubilee. This is completely solid, very fluid. Completely brushed, as you can see. Nezumi right here, estate 2011. I really like that. Go ahead and open it. Pretty normal stamped clasp here. You do get a lot of micro adjustments here, as you can see, like the older pre-ceramic Submariners, which is quite nice. It is using the pin system, but it's definitely a well-built bracelet, and I think you know, it's a nice add-on if you're looking for something like that. Definitely pretty cool there. Just wanted to share that with you guys. Anyway, guys, let's go ahead and throw this watch on my 6.25-inch wrist, and then I'll give you my final thoughts on this timepiece, guys. I'll be right back. Here's the watch, guys, fitted on my 6.25-inch wrist. Fits really nice. Definitely fits nice on the wrist. Look at that profile. Wow. Definitely really liking this watch so far. Yeah. Well, I want to show you guys the buckle here. The buckle is signed Nezumi, kind of comes out here, as you can see, brushed, and two holsters here on this vegetable tan leather strap. And, you know, I think this watch really kind of gives me a vibe of a vintage diver. It has that patina look on the dial. We kind of have the older style bezel insert. You know, a lot of cool stuff going for this watch right here. It's super comfortable. You know, it has a really nice finish here on the case. I do like the twisted lugs. These lugs actually you can see on the Nezumi Voyager that was featured on my channel not too long ago as well. And yeah, so all in all, in conclusion, I think it's pretty well built. The vegetable tan leather strap is definitely very comfortable as well. Just a little nitpicking here. I think the bezel action could be a bit better. It's definitely good, but you know, there's a little play. I mean, just a little play there. I mean, I'm just really nitpicking at tiny small things, but it's definitely functional and works. It does its job as it should. But that's pretty much it. I mean, everything else is pretty on point here. Case build, finish, the movement, it's definitely accurate. It's a great movement, very reliable. I like how they match the date wheel to the actual dial color, which is great. It's relatively affordable at about, under $500. And yeah, that's pretty much going to sum it up for today, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will leave a link in the description below where you can check out this watch on their website. I believe it is for sale. There's a couple different variations, brushed, polished, and some cool strap options as well. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please do subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you think of this watch in the comment section below. I would love to hear your feedback. I definitely love responding to you guys. And yeah, I hope to see you guys on the next video. Bye now.